Empowering healthy habits. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we have an exciting episode lined up for you. Red meat versus white meat, the ultimate nutrition showdown. If you're on the fence about which type of meat you should be eating, or if you just want to learn more about their nutritional differences, this is the video for you. So, let's get right into it.
Meat classification.
First things first, let's talk about how we classify red and white meat. The color of the meat is determined by the type of muscle fibers it contains. Red meat comes from muscles that are used for extended periods of activity, like standing or walking. These muscles have more myoglobin, a protein that binds to oxygen, giving the meat its red color. Examples of red meat include beef, lamb, and pork. On the other hand, white meat comes from muscles that are used for short bursts of activity, like flying or swimming. These muscles have less myoglobin, resulting in a lighter color.
Chicken, turkey, and most fish are considered white meat.
Nutritional content. Now that we know the basics, let's dive into the nutritional content of red and white meat. Both types of meat are excellent sources of protein, providing all essential amino acids your body needs. However, there are some key differences in their nutrient profiles. Red meat is generally higher in iron, zinc, and certain B vitamins, like vitamin B12, which are essential for maintaining energy levels, supporting immune function, and promoting brain health. On the other hand, white meat tends to be lower in calories, fat, and cholesterol, making it a popular choice for those watching their weight or trying to maintain a heart-healthy diet. Saturated fats and cholesterol. When it comes to fat content, red meat typically contains more saturated fats, which have been linked to higher levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. High levels of LDL cholesterol can increase the risk of heart disease. White meat, like chicken and turkey, has less saturated fat and generally lower cholesterol levels. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, also contains heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, which can help lower inflammation and reduce the risk of heart disease. Cooking methods. The way you cook your meat also plays a role in its nutritional value. Cooking methods that use high heat, like grilling and frying, can produce harmful compounds called heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which have been linked to an increased risk of cancer. These compounds are more likely to form on red meat than white meat. To reduce your exposure to these compounds, opt for cooking methods like baking, broiling, or poaching, and marinate your meat in antioxidant-rich ingredients like lemon juice or herbs to help counteract the formation of HCAs and PAHs.
Processed meats.
We can't talk about red and white meat without discussing processed meats, which include items like sausages, hot dogs, bacon, and deli meats. Processed meats can be made from either red or white meat, but they often contain high levels of sodium, preservatives, and additives that can negatively impact your health. The World Health Organization classifies processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning that there's sufficient evidence that it can increase the risk of colorectal cancer. It's best to limit your intake of processed meats and choose fresh, unprocessed meat options when possible. Balancing meat consumption. So, how can you balance your red and white meat consumption for optimal health? The key is moderation and variety. Including both red and white meat in your diet allows you to enjoy the unique benefits each type offers, like the iron and B vitamins in red meat and the lower fat content of white meat. Aim to consume lean cuts of red meat, like sirloin or tenderloin, and opt for skinless poultry to reduce fat intake. Plant-based protein sources. Keep in mind that meat isn't the only source of protein. Plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, and edamame can also provide essential amino acids, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, without the saturated fat and cholesterol found in some meats. Try incorporating a few plant-based meals into your weekly routine to diversify your protein sources and improve overall health. Portion size and frequency. When it comes to meat consumption, portion size and frequency matter. The American Heart Association recommends consuming no more than 6 ounces of cooked lean meat per day, which is roughly the size of 2 decks of cards. You don't need to eat meat at every meal to meet your protein requirements, especially if you're including plant-based protein sources in your diet.
Environmental considerations.
Finally, let's touch on the environmental impact of red and white meat production. Red meat, particularly beef, has a larger carbon footprint and requires more water and land resources compared to white meat. The methane produced by cattle also contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. By choosing to consume more white meat or plant-based protein options, you can help reduce your environmental impact. In conclusion, both red and white meat have their own nutritional benefits and drawbacks. Balance and moderation are key to maintaining a healthy diet. Be mindful of portion sizes, choose lean cuts, and incorporate plant-based protein sources for a well-rounded approach to your nutrition. And always consider the environmental impact of your food choices. That's it for our ultimate nutrition showdown between red and white meat. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.